Panels, we live in a world where gender equality is important around the world. We believe that all the feminist movements are reaching the gender equality in every country to make it balance with the women and the men issues itself to protect all the gender like men or women. But in current situation, ladies and gentlemen, we can see that many feminist movements are only focusing to women's issues that could affect them. They think that these women's issues are the one who are really they have to protect and they have to solve. But they aside the the gender issues that would affect men, ladies and gentlemen. What that's that's why we regret, ladies and gentlemen. But panels, we can neglected the fact that men are also affected in this gender issues itself. Like it could affect them from for many things by when their country are aside their gender issues as a that could affect to this man, ladies and gentlemen. Let's moving on to our characterization. We characterize here like the feminist movement. Here are the one who fight for the for the gender equality for their country to solve like the gender issues that could affect. They are mostly fight for the gender equality for the women's issues itself that they are really concerned about, ladies and gentlemen. And we characterize the Central Asian states. Here are the country, the one their men who force their men like to work hard, like they have like a their own stereotypes of from like the family, from the society around these men are they are more likelihood to forcing this man to doing their duty as a man to work hard and not and many bad stereotypes that they cannot like have some relations with the woman's things, ladies and gentlemen. So what is actually our goals? Our stance. Our goals is our stance is clearly want to create and emphasize the gender equality as a feminist movement on this Central Asia state that could also focus in the gender issues that affect men, ladies and gentlemen. They're not only solving the problem, the issues that could affect women, ladies and gentlemen. 3 points of mechanism here. Firstly, as a feminist movement, we would like campaigning and making many programs that not are only involve women itself, ladies and gentlemen, but also we the men as well. We want this men uh, uh, following to contribute this feminist movement so that there would be like a possibility that they could solve this kind of gender issue that could affect men. And secondly, we would increase the men activism would increase the men activism in feminist movement itself, ladies and gentlemen. As it's related to my first point when this when this when with this way that we could increase the consideration of this feminist movement to not aside this gender issue that could affect men, ladies and gentlemen. And the third one, we will acknowledge all the activisms of the feminist movement about the issues about the gender equality are not only this gender issue not only affecting to the women but it could also affect the men as well, ladies and gentlemen, so that gender equality would not be achieved in their country and what they want to fight for, ladies and gentlemen. And if the opposition would say that women issues are more important here, women are vulnerable, so that they have to protect women and focusing on gender issue that affect women, ladies and gentlemen, we say no because we think that men are also they have to this feminist movement uh when they want to create this gender equality in their country, they also have to to look to focusing on the gender issue that could affect men, ladies and gentlemen. That is why we are not we are disagree with this narrative when they are mostly want to focusing on the women's women's issues, ladies and gentlemen. And the this the opposition have to guarantee these women, these men in this such as the Central Asian states that I've already characterized before, the one who are forcing to do his job as a man, they have to guarantee that these men are will be protected and gender equality would be achieved in their country, since they are not are only focusing on gender issue that could affect men and aside these men issues, ladies and gentlemen. Proceeding to our first argument, why is it justifiable, ladies and gentlemen? We believe that gender equality is very important, whether it's for women issues or men issues itself. So that we also believe that feminist movement is playing important role in this debate. Also, the central Asian state itself, ladies and gentlemen. Three reasons why. Firstly, about the toxic masculinity itself, ladies and gentlemen. We believe that toxic masculinity occurs in every country, ladies and gentlemen. Even if in our society, we believe that toxic masculinity would can come like from our family, from our friends, and from our society, ladies and gentlemen. So that is one of the gender issues that would affect men. So that as a feminist movement is one of our duty to protect this kind of men, ladies and gentlemen, when they are like got this toxic masculinity. We believe that they are being vulnerable, so that we as a feminist movement we have to protect them for the sake of the gender equality. And secondly, gender equality would not be reached as what I've already told you before, that gender equality would not be reached if you are only focusing on one gender issues, ladies and gentlemen. So that we have to focusing on these men issues, ladies and gentlemen. Thirdly and finally, we believe that the stereotypes of men in the Central Asian states are really strong. So that we want like to avoid this kind of we want to decrease the stereotypes, the bad stereotypes that men are forced like to do only their job and not like relating to the other gender, ladies and gentlemen. Proceeding to our second argument about the pragmatical point of view, ladies and gentlemen, we believe that the impact is worth really like affecting these women, ladies, these men, ladies and gentlemen, because men's when gender equality are not achieving in this country, and like men are like getting like their men are getting their impact when they are not like protecting by this feminist movement, which is gender equality would not be also reached, ladies and gentlemen. We believe that it's would harming this kind of men, ladies and gentlemen. So from all the reasons before, proudly to propose.